Time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
This is probably crazy, but I was just thinking maybe yeah. Hey, that worked. All right, 88 pages. Here we go. Looks like we're back at my middle school, which makes sense. It was like middle school age where I really got interested in like trying to do some of my own animation. I remember one day in school, I was in my English class, which is around here somewhere. I never thought I would be back in one of these desks. One day in class, my teacher, Mrs. Caldwell, she passed out these sheets of paper with a series of drawings on them, and she taught us how to make flip books. I'm gonna break this chair if I do that again. So I came home from school, and I remember sitting here at this very table, right here. And so I made this flip book out of some index cards, and I couldn't wait to show my teacher the next day, and I just loved it and kept making more. Okay, so this was my room growing up, and there's a bunch of stuff in here that my brother and sister and I made. So besides flip books, one of the things that just totally captivated me was stop motion. So let me show you a couple things here. This clay guy, this was for a little film I wrote and was going to animate. I started building the sets and everything, but never actually finished it, sadly. And that's me. Aww. Okay, and up here, I want to show you something. So this is my secret stash of mung bean sprouts.
I sprout mung beans on a damp paper towel in my desk drawer. Very nutritious, but they smell like death.
Okay, so actually these are not mung beans. But before I open this box, of course you guys know me for flip books, but some of what's in this box are the clay figures from the very first stop motion animation I did as a kid. So some of the things in here are like 28, 29 years old, which is crazy because the clay is actually still soft and flexible.
That is great and frankly kind of amazing.
And not everything in this box was animated. There's just, a bunch of random clay stuff in here too that I made, like Tim Burton's first Batman movie. I was obsessed with that movie.
I'm Batman.
And I was always drawing the bat symbol. This is a mold of my nose from when I was a teenager. Always got to have one of those. Let's see if it matches. What do you think? This is a clay whistle. I made a bunch of these in my ceramics class. That was gross. So in the first animation I did, I had this little guy riding a skateboard. This is his mom, skateboard ramp, his breakfast table. He's a very messy eater. And the vacuum that sucks up his skateboard. So I'll actually show you guys some of this animation in just a minute. I filmed it on a Super 8 film camera that my parents had, which had a setting that let you shoot one frame at a time. So it took these little 3-minute reels of film. And so I remember setting up the camera outside on our driveway and just filming this little guy one frame at a time, riding his skateboard along the cement. And I remember my neighbor Bill coming over and standing at the end of the driveway asking what I was doing. And so I told him I was animating and all this stuff, and he just thought it was so cool. That was actually kind of part of the fun of shooting stop motion on a Super 8 camera, is that you didn't actually know how it was looking as you were animating. You had to shoot your whole reel of film, take it to the Photoshop, send it in, get processed, have them ship the film back, and then you get your little reel of film, hook it up to the projector, turn it on. Yeah, then like seeing it for the first time was just so cool. And it's like blurry and shaky, but that moment is the best, just finally getting to see what you had made. So right now I think what I'll do is I'm going to turn on my old Super 8 film projector and let you guys just see some of the first animation that I did. Anyway, here's what I did as a kid. Okay. Oh, hey. I just got back from 1990. I was just, listening to some MC Hammer on my FM radio portable headphones during my trip. So, yeah. Thanks for coming on my little time travel trip with me. I've been thinking about something. It's interesting going back and watching this stuff because, I've done animation on feature films, but going back and watching the first animation that I did as a kid, I love it because even though it's like shaky and flickery and blurry and amateur, it reminds me of how I felt when I made it, how excited I was to have my parents see it. It's, me and my brother and my sister just playing and experimenting and having fun. And I think, as adults, if you've chosen a career in the arts, I think it really helps to always try to remember that feeling you had when you first discovered the thing that you're into. And I think if you do that, you'll just always keep loving it, and having fun with it. Thanks to today's sponsor, Honey. Honey is really cool. It's free and it saved me over $10 on pizza the other day. So I want to tell you a little bit about it real quick. Honey is a free browser extension with over 100,000 5-star ratings on the Google Chrome store. What it does is when you're shopping online, Honey scours the internet for discounts and coupon codes, and then it automatically applies them at checkout for you. So, for example, the other day, I was ordering pizza. I had Honey installed, but I totally forgot about it. Then as I was checking out, Honey popped up and said, "Hey, do you want to try these coupon codes?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, yes," click. And it goes, tried all these different codes and found one that worked, and it saved me over $10 on my pizza. So it's awesome. That's just a little example. I've also been using it to make sure I'm getting the lowest prices on, more expensive stuff like hard drives, camera gear. Honey knows about every coupon code or discount on over 37,000 sites, including Amazon, Best Buy, Nordstrom, and more. Look, there's really no reason not to use Honey. It's free to use and easy to install on your computer in just 2 clicks. So shop with confidence. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/AndyMation. That's joinhoney.com/AndyMation. Honey, the smart shopping assistant that saves you time and money when you're shopping online. And speaking of saving time, thanks for traveling through time with me today. I'll see you in the future. Can't touch this. Oh. Can't touch this. Oh.